started. So first of all, everybody knows I'm Hispanic, right? So everybody can sue. I just wanted to ask you this quick question. What country do you think I came from? Okay. Yes. Colombia, Salvador, what else? Ecuador, what else? Brazil. Yeah, a lot of people told me a lot of different countries, but some they got it right. So, right here, so I want to show you the really, really tiny country. Okay. So everybody guess right here. This is Ecuador. This is tiny. So that's Ecuador, right? So Ecuador has it's really small, but if you go to one way, if you travel 3 hours to one side, you will go to find the beach, right? If you go to the other side, to another 3 hours, you will find the Amazon. Or if you go to the other part, you will find the mountains. This is like one of the cities I grew up in. My city called Guaraceo. The most well-known city is Cuenca. Cuenca, Quito, but Guaraceo is right here showing out. No, right here. You see me here? This is Guaraceo. This is where I grew up. So you guys are learning now. See? I'm from Ecuador, Guaraceo. This is the village I grew up. This is the city I grew up. I used to live right around this area. This is the center, and I live like 5 blocks away from there. So that's Guaraceo. The weather is nice. Normally it's like 75, 80 degrees almost all year round, So it's very good. But, this is the center. When I used to go to church, a lot of people, go to different places. I mean, my mom used to take me to church every Sunday. I don't like wake up 7 o'clock, but I had to go anyway, This is one of the places, my favorite place, because this bridge, it was like 5 blocks from my house, and I learned how to swim. I learned how to jump. I jumped in a really terrible way. Imagine instead of jumping this way, I jumping this way. So it wasn't a really good experience for me, but that was my city, Okay. I'm going to introduce you, my family. I want to introduce you. My mom is here. This is when I was really young. This is my younger sister, Isabel. And guess who I am? This one here, right? Or this one here, or this one here? This one here. This one. This is me. This is when I was a kid, see? But this is when I grew up, and I'm related to you guys right now. See, this is when I was a kid, just like you guys. You see, a lot of people think, oh, we are so old. This is me, right here. This is my friend Patricio, and my friend Jorge, and my other friend Marco. We used to be hanging out in this is, we don't call vandalism, or no, we spray. So we are painting a peace sign when I was 15 years old already. This is my friends. And my friend, he lost the hair already, unfortunately. But my friend, he went back to Ecuador, and my other friend, he lives in Ohio. And me, I live right here. See, I'm starting growing up. This is my brother. This is my older brother. This is my younger sister, my older sister, Catalina, and me. So you see, now you know. You know my family, you know what we celebrate, right? Well, how many of you guys like to celebrate this carnival? Oh yeah, right. When you guys are freezing like this, in February, we're celebrating like this in Ecuador for a whole week. No matter how old we are. Okay. But I would like you guys to pay me attention, okay? I'm going like really slow so you guys can understand it, and I will introduce myself to you. I want you to know me before I'm talking something else. I'm talking about my family, right? I'm talking about my culture. I'm talking about how we celebrate Carnival. This is how you guys celebrate Carnival here in New York, right? And then firefighter, look at this. That's how's Ecuador. The weather, we don't have many fires there. When you have the firefighter playing with water, it means we're crazy, right? And you guys still looking for parking right here, right? It's like really cold, forget it. Wait until next month, start to get cold. Okay, ready? A lot of people, they say, well, you don't have the snow, I say, yes, I do have the snow. This is the mountains right here. They call Chimborazo in Ecuador. And one of the guys, they don't believe me. I say, you know what? I'm going to prove you that I can climb to this mountain any time of the year. So you want to see when I go there? Detrás de mí, vamos a buscar la placa, como siempre, veis, a todo lugar, even climbing, you see all the way in the back. So, como siempre está la placa. Vamos a seguir disfrutando de la vida, llevando tanque de gas. Están viendo atrás de mí, miren. Una subida súper larga. Y nos falta cuánto más o menos, Oscar. 70%. Suerte. You guys see right here this guy? Look at that. I was thinking I'm climbing like sofa, right? And this guy is going with a propane tank. The one we use for barbecue. Look at that, he's climbing easy. And I'm like sofa right there, And this is one of the parts when I said, this is my country. So you learn about me, right? So I'm going to show you the last video clip, and then we're going to change the topic, okay? Ready? So that was Ecuador. So that was Ecuador, right? So, always I told a lot of kids, and when I go anywhere, I always go to travel. I like to travel all the time. I like to travel, but also I wanted to share my country. I wanted to share, where I came from. And when you guys have a chance, one day you can go to Ecuador or any part of the world, but it's good to learn different cultures and different people, okay? Because you can see how people live and how diverse we are, right? Okay, we're done with everything. So now, what I came here to talk about myself, but also to talk about my brother. Here, this is my brother, my older brother. His name is Marcel. And this is when I came to this country when I was maybe 19 years old. I came to this country, and I cannot speak English at all. Even now, I'm still learning. But I'm doing this for you. So I want you to pay attention to this. There are 5 kids right here. One of them is a 15 years old kid. Kids like you. The kids, they can involve in a lot of terrible things. And I witnessed these kids across in my life. So I want to pay attention. So please pay attention to the next part. Okay? It's going to be really quick. See what happened there? You see kids right there. Just walk and say, just walk. One of the parents there is screaming outside the courtroom and crying. That moment, that was terrible because I was there. A friend of mine, he was taking this video and I was watching this later on. Somebody was screaming outside and screaming and said that he's just a kid. His son was sentenced to 25 years in jail. His name is Jeffrey Conroy. And the reason why, because he killed my brother. He stopped my brother because he's fine. So, I want you to understand this. It's not a simple coincidence I came here today to talk about this. I don't come to talk about only my brother's case, but I'm coming to talk about many cases which you could be involved. That you can be a victim, but you can be the criminal. Five kids. There are total 7 teenagers. Ages of 15, 16, 18, 19 years old.
I'm not the biggest guy out there, so I always feel like I have to prove that I'm somebody, I used to live there all the time. People would be hanging out, like, what do you guys want to do tonight? Oh, let's go to a party. Oh, there's no parties. So yeah. And people were like, alright, let's just go. A lot of people used to do it in high school. Point out anybody that was in high school does at that time. Like, whoever done this, if they said no, I'll tell them how come the liars ain't things. Everybody did it at least once, one way or another. Even if you didn't get out the car, chances are they drove. Everybody did. Everybody did. I never really wanted to get head on involved in that. But if my friend is fighting, and I see him fighting a group of Hispanics, I can't let my friend get jumped. That's my friend. If I can do something about it, I'm going to do something about it. Jeff is my best friend. I hung out with Jeff on a daily basis. I'm Puerto Rican and Ecuadorian. if Jeff was really a racist, do you really think he would be best friends with me? Half the people in our closed group is Spanish. Me, George, Will, most of them are Spanish. And the ones that aren't Spanish, most of them are immigrants from a different country, like Turkey or something. Like, people look at it and I don't know what to talk about half the time.
So they want to pick on anyone who wasn't like them?
So you see, all these kids that are here, they are committing different incidents in the school. And nobody do absolutely nothing to stop until the day they decide to go from the school to the streets to attack people for no reason. Maybe because they're Hispanic, maybe because they're black, because they're short. But you have to understand that it can be you. It can be your uncle, your friend, your sister, your brother. You know, right here there's a whole diversity, and which is great for me to see you guys, all different type of people, all different type of colors. But doesn't mean they exclude you because this kid right here is Hispanic. He attacked their own kind. Why? Because he thinks it's different. You think you are different? When you walk in the street, you look the same, okay? But also, because if you're an American, doesn't mean you excluded to do things like this. That's why I focus on bullying. Because you guys don't have idea what it means bullying or what is a hate crime, right? Bullying and hate crime is the same thing. You attack a person because of their religion, right? Sexual orientation or anything else. You will find out it's a hate crime when you will be arrested. Just like these two girls right here. You see Guadalupe and Catherine? They harassed one person. Her name was Rebecca. She lived in Florida. She cannot handle herself and she committed suicide. See? They don't stop like anybody. These two girls, they don't stop her. They don't attack her. But they use this on different stories. But what about the South Korean teenager? She texts her boyfriend 47,000 texts and harassing him until the day he committed suicide. You see? This is your weapon right here. This is what you're using all the time. You can harass a kid today, or your friend, your best friends, right? You think it's a joke until the day you went to jail. Until your parents be requested about hate crimes. And look at the next case. Because he has a different sexual orientation. He get tired of the guy who bullied him. He stabbed him. And now he goes to jail. Right? What about this? Again, 4 girls posted a video, and you can look it up anywhere. They posted a video. She was beat up in the school hallway. All 4 girls went to jail, but she committed suicide. Because kids like you attack people like you. And look at this kid. He attacked 4 people in the streets. 4. If you want to be famous, this is my brother right here. That's not easy for me to talk about this. Because every time I find out my brother's story, he was stabbed in the street and he bleed to die alone. You know, that was a kid. It could be you doing something stupid. What do your parents ask you to do? Come to school? Have a good grades? Or they send you to come to harass somebody? Or to be a criminal? You want to be a criminal? Just keep doing what you're doing. Be respectful for the teachers, be respectful to your parents. You know, you have so much ahead of you. Your life can be better. But if you do something bad right now, stop. I don't say, you know, bullying somebody every day. No. I was a kid just like you. I can make jokes once, twice. But if you target a person over and over and over, don't play stupid. You want to be famous? Just be famous like this, right? You're not going to have somebody like me come to tell you twice. This is the first time I came here and told you directly how affected it was, how much anger I had at the moment when I had to be in court. See, lined up 7 teenagers. And just looking at me and say, how dumb you are. And the worst thing, you can go to jail. No matter if you go 1 day, 2 days, or a year to jail, to be naming a hate crime, you're involved in a hate crime, your life is over. There are 7 families this over. There was not only my brother and me, they said, okay, you know, that was my mother, that was the parents. You see the parent, the one who was screaming outside, said that was just the kids, that was all 7 parents screaming outside too. And your sisters and your brother also, they will be known because you do something stupid in school. That's why I want to introduce myself. My job is not to say who I am or anything like that. My job is to tell you that bullying and hate crime is the same.
Saturday night. My understanding was about 10 to 12, or 5 to 12, when the call came to the ambulance company, that there was a man in the street that happened there who was bleeding to death.
The 7 high school students are accused of hunting down and killing a man simply because of his ethnicity. Police found 37-year-old Marcello Lucero with multiple stab wounds.
The 7 individuals, all seniors at a local high school, were looking for people who they believed to be of Hispanic origin to assault.
Yeah, you hear about a lot in school, like, they say meter dumping. Like, sometimes if there's something to do on the weekend, they'll go around and they'll look for a Hispanic to go beat up just for the fun of it.
Conroy, the defendant who has been charged in this case with murder, took out a knife that he had in his pocket, ran towards Marcello with his arms extended, and plunged the knife into Marcello Lucero's chest. This is the knife that killed Marcello Lucero.
The detective came over to my house and told me, listen, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you brought me here last night. And the first thing I did myself home, and I called him. And he was really they don't answer. So I tried again. I said, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. So I called him second time. And he told me, he's not going to answer your phone because we have his phone. He's dead.
El sufrimiento es tan grande que ya no sé. Yo mismo pienso y no acabo que pido a Dios que me compone, porque hay momentos que me llenan de desesperación. Pero a veces yo en silencio, porque la gente es tan grande. El amigo. El corazón se hace pedazos de saber, de ver a un hombre lleno de vida como estaba él, un joven con una vida por delante.
We have a group of 7 young men, teenagers. When you look at them in court, they're boys. Boys wearing their Sunday suits, who have been charged with a variety of crimes, including second-degree murder. They look like the kids on the lacrosse team and the kids on the softball team. They could be any kid. They could be my kid's best friend.
The night of the homicide, we were looking at the confessions that the defendants had made, and it became readily apparent that this was not an isolated incident. They had a term for it, a sport that they called it beaner hopping. And one individual said, in fact, indicated to the police that they don't do it often, they only do it once a week.
I'm kind of respecting the sport. If I'm saying, if I'm going behind their back and telling them to do what they were at, I kind of regret it now because I wish if I would have said something, maybe someone didn't have to live their life that night.
Jeffrey Conroy, 19 years of age, was sentenced today to 25 years in prison for the killing of Marcelo Lucero.
You see, I know we don't have much time, but I want you to understand that this is my life right here. This is, in this short video, you can see who I am. This is my mother before my brother was killed. In this house she ended up. She died several years later because she was depressed. So, I want you to remember something. My brother died, but it wasn't for a reason, because I'm here for you. Because I wanted to tell you that I changed my life because of you. I don't have to stand right here talking to you. My job was this. This is what I do. Do welding, travel all over the country, and I'm trying to, change something because of you. Because I believe my brother's story can change people. If I can try, we can work together for a better place. So every time when you do something in school and you know it's wrong, I want you to think about this. Think about how difficult it was for me, how difficult it was for my family to love somebody for something stupid. So please, think about this, but before you act, think. Thank you so much.